I wonder if you can hear that on the mic.
Is the mouth open?
Yeah, look at him. Look at him.
Oh wow! Does his head? Can you move his head? It's a little. It's still working a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Look at that. Hey everybody, I'm Will.
And I'm Sam, and we are
Working Title!
Something about droids.
May the force be with you.
Brothers, we are back with another episode of The Bad Batch, episode 7?
Battle Scars.
Battle Scars. Like Anakin. Last on, we saw the Martez sisters trying to find the same droid that our Bad Batch were looking for. It seems like the droid itself died, but they got the vital information and passed it on to the sisters. We don't know what's on it, and we don't know what will happen when they return to their lizard friend. Wrecker's head might be going haywire, so maybe very soon we're going to be having to deal with that. And is there anything else we missed?
The Martez sisters tipped off somebody. We don't know who.
Somebody in robes, it looks like. Maybe
That's
Ahsoka,
the
maybe
clones
Rex.
around. Maybe Ahsoka, maybe Rex. Ahsoka.
Rex.
You want Rex?
And Ahsoka.
Together.
Forever. But guys, if you like The Bad Batch, make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like Star Wars content, go check out our Mandalorian playlist. We watched the entire first season with Adam for his first time, and then we all watched the second season together, so we have those for you to click on. Also, check out our Patreon. If you want to see some of our non-live shows a week in advance, you can do that. And you can join one of those smaller tiers and talk about all things Star Wars with us, like any time of the day.
And guys, this is not a market substitute. If you have not watched The Bad Batch, go on Disney Plus, check it out, come back to YouTube and watch our reaction, baby. We're gonna punch it. Bow! On the run.
Working on it.
I don't think Ruby likes us very much.
What the heck is that thing?
I don't.
Did they get a pet?
With these guys.
I guess so now.
Steal from them.
Technically, the Rokai stole the lizard first. We are merely intercepting it.
They don't see it that way.
Oh, we're taking, it's part of their mission. Oh no.
What the fudge?
What is that?
It's like an armadillo lizard.
Turtle? Armadillo?
Dang, okay. He keeps hitting his head. That is not good.
That is one strange-looking lizard.
What's your client want it for?
Maybe it's a pet. Maybe you want to turn it into a stew. Don't know. Don't care.
As long as you get paid.
Now you're catching on. And guess what? That means you get paid too. Bring the lizard in the back.
It must be weird being a lizard, but having lizards as pets.
Hunter?
Yeah, could be.
What are you two up to? The mission's over. Can we go? It makes the kid happy. Uh-huh. The kid. Don't take long.
Nah.
These two.
Wrecker's so cute.
Yeah, he is.
Like, I just want to hug him, hold him, like a big
Who's
baby.
this?
Our person?
Whoa. You said the job paid 3 times this.
For me, not for you.
Damn.
And just how...
Rather generous considering the debt you owe me.
What debt?
For not telling that she has the
Docking
clones?
fees, port charges, gear, fuel, rations, and 20 cartons of Mantel mix?
Oh, these guys?
As part of the mission.
That'll be 14 credits for the Mantel mix.
Put it on 6 time.
Look.
Hey, you're in my seat. Move it.
Oh, he's ignoring.
I thought it looked like Rex earlier.
I said move it.
Uh-oh. Oh, hope they didn't shoot Hammerhead. It is Rex.
Oh, you're right.
Hey, what's going on
Look at his
here?
robes.
Who are you?
Wow.
Oh, yes. My guy.
Great.
I guess you could say I've been keeping a low profile.
Yeah.
Very low.
Imperial files have you listed as killed in action.
Being dead in the Empire's eyes has its advantages. Well, how'd you track us down? Trace and Raffabates. They said a squad of rogue clones helped them on Corellia.
Okay. So they
They
told
told
me.
me I could
Yes, they're
find
working with
you
him.
here, and that you were traveling with a kid. Who is she? Omega. She's a clone, like us. Come here, Rex. Good to see you too, Rekka.
I thought you didn't like the rigs.
This one we like. Omega, this is Rex. I've met many clones in my time,
Yeah.
but never one like you.
Yeah. That's wild. They both have blonde hair. That's
You're a
interesting.
Generation 1.
Now, how'd you know that?
From the lines in your face.
Wow.
He's old.
Yeah, I guess I've been around.
I was gonna say, I thought he kind of looked a little older with the lines
Yeah,
on his forehead.
maybe it's the slim face.
I need one of those.
He looks different, I should say.
You used the last one.
What's wrong? Nothing. Yeah, it's just a headache. Which are becoming more frequent.
Oh, shoot, well.
Is that
He's got the scar on the side of his head.
Perfect time.
You're telling me you haven't removed your chips?
No,
Oh,
not yet.
gosh, he's scary. He's scary.
Whoa!
X.
Oh,
Those
no.
chips make you a threat to everyone around. You're all ticking time bombs. Take it easy, Captain. What's in your head is more dangerous than you can imagine.
He's acting like
I've seen what
fives.
happens when the chip activates, and I don't want to bury any more of our brothers.
Mm.
Trust me, it is not something you can control.
Mm.
I couldn't. It's a risk you
he
do
almost
not want
did.
to take.
No, he.
He's fired, but he was able to hold it down for like a couple seconds.
How do you suggest we get them out? Good question.
Oh, that's why they go to a medical facility.
Yeah. Do you think Omega has one, or she's just her own thing?
I think
entirely?
she's just her own thing entirely.
He wants to cut open my head.
All of our heads, actually.
What a
Not mine.
dunce, man.
I don't have an inhibitor chip.
Why not? That's not fair. Chip's gotta come in.
It's a big
Since Rex's
freaking
chip
kid.
was removed.
Ooh, look at the colors.
Yeah, that's nice.
Whoa.
Abandoned ships.
Oh, I think this is the place that I thought was the desert
What
planet.
is this place?
A starship graveyard. I'm picking up Rex's beacon.
Wow. It almost looks like
The place that's in Fallen Order.
or Force Unleashed. Yeah, that and Force Unleashed.
Raxus Prime.
Raxus Prime, the junk
Yeah.
planet. I mean, that's completely junk, but I guess that looks more like the place Maul was living. Never mind.
Right on top. How's a junk planet gonna help us? Follow me.
I love the design of this place.
Yeah, this is awesome.
This probably feels the most Star Warsy to me so far.
Yeah.
Raka may not be much to look at, but it has exactly what we need. I had my inhibitor chip taken out on a Jedi cruiser just like that.
It's crazy.
That's where we're heading. Everyone down.
Because there's probably people patrolling the area.
That's why.
Pirates?
It's the Scrapper Guild. They control this entire planet.
Huh. So, like, Indiana Jones almost, like, whole guild's committed to just that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How did you boys find out about them? Omega. The kid.
Yeah, why does she... Yeah. I'm starting to wonder, like, what her purpose is. I mean, I was wondering that since the beginning, but, like...
I don't think she has an evil bone in her body, but
No.
I don't know what it is.
Well, no, but what was their intention for
With
making her?
Yeah.
This is an original Venator-class ship from the first batch off the line. First off the line, huh? Just like you, Rex.
Oh, you didn't like Regs. Oh, the thing from
What
A
is it?
New Hope? Yeah. I don't even remember what that's called.
I have no idea.
The junk octopus.
Space worm or something, I don't know.
The junkness monster.
Yeah. There's something really cool about, like, this kind of stuff. It reminds me of, like, Uncharted.
Oh, shit.
Nicely done. You're up, Wrecker.
He's gonna hit his head on this.
I'm fine. You guys go without me.
You can do it! Just keep your eyes on the cable.
My head doesn't hurt anymore. Oh god. Oh jeez, I'm so nervous.
Ah! Great. Now it's Junkness Monster's coming.
The Junkness Monster. Whoa! Nice.
Freaking Kraken.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Fight it.
Oh, that's a cool shot.
Oh! Ew, that is so gross looking.
Oh! The thing solo. The solo.
Oh!
Something with an R.
Yeah!
Kanji Club. Those people had them.
Makes you miss battling clankers, doesn't it?
Rathar?
I don't remember.
Rathar, something like that.
Wow, surprised it still has power.
Yep. Backup
Get
generators.
scanned, Wrecker.
Let's get this over with.
Aww. If they have to put him down, I'm gonna be so
Because the
upset.
surgery worked
That'd be
on Rex
horrible.
doesn't mean it's safe.
We have to do this. It's worth the risk.
And what if something goes wrong?
We're not going anywhere, Omega. You're stuck with us for the long run.
Yeah.
Got it?
For better or worse.
I think I found something. 90 degrees from his right orbital floor, below the parietal and temporal intersection.
Oh gosh.
Get away from me.
Something's
Dude,
not right.
it's like it knows.
Speed this up. You boys got lucky.
Uh-oh. He's gonna break it. He's gonna break the computer.
Last we helped the Padawan escape.
Relax. This won't hurt a bit.
Kanan.
I was gonna say.
Whoa. Oh god.
You're in direct violation of Order 66.
No.
Ricker?
Oh! Ah! Oh, shoot.
Stay with Tech.
Gosh. I knew this was gonna freaking happen.
Yeah.
So they have to fight the bull.
Come on, he's not too smart. They gotta be able to. Oh, dang it.
Freaking Hulk, man. Ben Grimm.
Oh god. Knock him out, man. Not Hunter.
All clones in violation of Order 66 shall be terminated.
It's gonna be the girl. Yeah. Sun's getting real low.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Gosh, she might have to put him down.
Whoa. I really don't like this.
Peekaboo.
This isn't you, Ricker. Please. Stop. I don't want to.
I do not want to watch this.
She might do it. Put on stun first. Ah, crap.
Ricker, I'm your friend.
Soldiers. Follow orders.
Thank God, Rex. It's a good thing Rex showed up when he did in general.
That's what I'm saying. We would have been in deep trouble.
Ricker. You should be awake by now.
No. Is he
He is
dead?
alive, but his vitals have not stabilized. We won't know more until he regains consciousness.
I was gonna say, how horrible would it be if, like,
He
he
died.
didn't survive the surgery? That'd have been so.
No.
I'm staying until he wakes up.
This is so sweet. The feels.
It reminds me weirdly of Hopper and 11.
Yeah, except if Hopper was like,
Really dumb.
yeah.
We'll just say season 3 Hopper. Ah! I don't know how to deal with kids.
Yeah.
Why the long face?
He's awake.
Imagine it made him smart.
You made it.
I kind of don't want him to
I
be
don't
smart.
want that either.
Back. 1 chip down, 3 to go. Who's next?
Gosh.
I was gonna say they're all gonna have to cut their hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a bit odd she doesn't have one.
But she was made by the Kaminoans for the Kaminoans. She wasn't made as like
Okay.
an Empire Republic.
Oh, I tried to control it. I tried as hard as I could. I just couldn't make it stop.
I know, Rika. It's okay.
But still, I'm sorry.
Good.
Oh, she has some of the popcorn
The
left.
mission's over. We can't break tradition.
Thanks, kid.
Those are the reason they're in debt. They just spend like $1,000 every time they're done their episode or their mission.
I'll be there.
To eat popcorn.
Meet you at the rendezvous by the next rotation. The Republic's going, Rex. Not all of it. We're here. Others are out there too. When you sort things out, let me know where you land. Tell the boys I'll see them around. Stay out of trouble. Funny. I was gonna say the same to you. Take care.
Their voices sound the most similar out of clones as far as far as clones go.
If you're ever in a bind, you know how to reach us.
Huh.
Dang, off he goes into the shadows.
Oh boy, who we got? Oh, the Junkers. We didn't even
Fennec Shen.
Junkers and Fennec.
Confirmed on the Jedi cruiser. Notify the Empire.
Fuck. Trying to get their reward.
Dang it.
What?
I don't know. I just want more. I want more.
That was episode 7, Battle Scars. I liked it. I liked it actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's something, I don't know if it's a aesthetic thing or a visual thing, but there's certain things that just look Star Wars to me. And I don't know how to really describe it. I think it's just my own headcanon from what maybe in my experience with Star Wars from video games or movies that I chose to look at, that I now like qualify certain things as like looking like Star Wars. This episode looked the most like Star Wars to me for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, and we can go into the episode chronologically, but just like it being they go to a planet, not a lot of people are on it, it's somewhat barren, there's ships though that we can identify, and it could also be like Rex coming back too, but
Yeah.
I don't know, there's something very like, this felt the most right in terms of Star Wars for me for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like I think just the junk planet alone
Yeah.
was like, it's just familiar. It's something that we've seen, whether
Very
it's
familiar.
Fallen Order, Force Unleashed, just like Star Wars in general. This is kind of random, but the color palette did, to me, it helped.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes Clone Wars, or like the Clone Wars saga, I guess we can call it that, really, just like
Yeah.
like Bad Batch this and whatever other iteration they probably make of it. Sometimes they get, which I like. I mean, I like the creative, like, let's add to Star Wars or make it like bigger than what we realized back then. And a lot of times they add things like nods, like that for the second episode. The camera. You know what I mean? That was it.
Yeah.
That Han Solo shoots out
Yeah.
in A New Hope. They throw it in there. So they do stuff to like add to the old stuff, but sometimes it gets so creative that it just feels like, what the...
A bit
what
different.
what are we even in at this point?
Yeah.
Which I don't mind, but it is nice when, just from someone that's an OG Star Wars fan in general, getting to like stuff that's like familiar or like easily fits into like the world that we're in.
Yeah, like I said it on the channel before about the Solo film. Like I like the Solo film a lot, but visually I would say Solo doesn't look exactly like Star Wars for me, if that makes sense. I would say it looks more like when you would watch I would say like Solo looked more like early 20th century takes on what they thought the sci-fi world was like. Like there's a movie called Metropolis that I feel like it looks a lot like early days of what people interpreted the future to look like. There's a lot of like designs that they look cool, but I wouldn't say is exactly like Star Wars' palette of design. I feel that way about kind of almost The Last Jedi too. Like there was designs in The Last Jedi that I liked, but like the casino planet felt more like something you would see in like a
it was like a
noir film.
Yeah, or a James Bond movie.
A James Bond movie.
That's what it felt like.
Like it was cool, and I like it. I don't know if it looks like a Star Wars and that's the thing. That's the nice thing. Like it doesn't have to all look the same in Star Wars. It is a universe filled with many type of architecture and multiple artists to create the world around them. So,
yeah.
Anyway, to the episode itself, we're having trouble with the lizard lady. She's being a hard ass.
Because of the debt?
Yeah, as expected.
Because the debt caused by Wrecker and Omega just shopping after every episode, or after every mission. So.
You know, that's funny. For anyone who might recognize this thing, obviously it's from Star Wars Disney World, I think, the Florida one for Disney. And I think there's popcorn they sell there. And if I'm wrong, correct me, but I think they sell like the popcorn looking stuff that they had in the episode. I don't know if it was like created for this or if there was just a nod to attach that Rebel Spire world to be more in canon. I could be wrong. I'm pretty confident that Disney was selling popcorn items that looked like just like that, like a purple and a yellow looking thing. Pretty much just popcorn with colored flavor dipped on it, like colored cheddar or something. Yeah, it's pretty much how they do it and say it's space food. It tastes good, but
and then Rex appears in the cafe, arcade, bar, cantina.
That was actually crazy. Just like his persona is completely different.
Yeah, I mean it's
as expected, but
wild. Like. I mean, he was already, like, these guys were soldiers in a major war, but almost, like, the PTSD of, like, what happened, I mean, with Order 66. I mean, the moment he said, my head's starting to hurt, I mean, he immediately was like, I'll put you down right now.
Yeah, like, a complete shift in, like, cold blood. Like, he kind of, I said in the reaction that he reminded me of Fives. Fives was a bit more like acting like a wacko conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
But this was like, there was something about him where you could see the jadedness in him. Like
he's been hurt by this before.
And almost like disconnected himself now. As soon as they said that, it was like, all right, we're not in the same mentality right now. It's either you understand where I'm coming from or that's it.
Yeah.
There's no plan B. It was kind of scary, honestly, for me. Like, I've never seen Rex, even when he was going to kill Ahsoka. Like, there was a bit of a restraint there mentally, but, like, this was, like, I would say the most cold I've seen him.
Yeah. I mean, and you think about it, too. He had to be a part of putting down, like, I mean, how many people are on those Jedi?
Hundreds.
Thousands, like,
probably.
I mean, like, tens of thousands soldiers on there. He had to be a part of putting down his own people because that was the only way he and Ahsoka could escape.
Yeah.
So, it sucks. I'm curious so if anybody's watched Rebels, Rex, when they find him, he was a decommissioned clone from the Empire. Spoiler alert, my bad, I just started going into it. But whatever. If you've seen Rebels, he, like, is a decommissioned clone that the rebels find for assistance through, like, working with Fulcrum, Ahsoka. And, but the Empire knows, like, where he is. You know what I mean? Like, right now he's currently KIA. So, they have no idea what happened to him other than that he's dead and he died with Ahsoka, theoretically. But so, like, I'm just curious how. I mean, that's a different story for not this show, but like, how does he end up being like back in the Empire's good graces? Unless it like becomes a thing of like he went undercover with the Empire to try and play it out and win or help the rebels on one side.
And that makes sense too now, because I remember you were telling me, and I didn't understand it. You were saying that at some point had to have gone back to the Empire, because like we didn't know where he goes after Clone Wars.
Yeah,
and now that makes sense because he is in the good grace. Like it seems like the Empire doesn't really care what they do with their lives at that point.
But they're still like being checked up on.
Tabs.
Like they're on. They've tabs checked in. They're tapped in on them. So it's just weird.
Yeah. Maybe you think we'll see that story in Bad Batch? Do you think we'll even see Rex again in Bad Batch?
He said, "If you need me, you know how to contact me." So I feel like that insinuates like a finale, a big battle we'll get at some point. But
okay.
But other than that,
I honestly wasn't expecting him to just be a one-off or like one and then finale. I thought he might be like a more series regular.
Yeah.
But just how the episode was set up and just like that departure, like you don't say parting words and then bring him back 2 episodes later.
Yeah, like it would be like a finale, last ditch effort type of deal.
The next thing is, of course,
the junk planet.
The junk planet itself. I thought it looked cool. As I said at the start of the conversation, very familiar. I mean, Jakku's kind of like that. Tatooine,
Jakku,
at least in the barren sense. And even the I think it's Mos Eisley that there's like ships that are crashed and they just kind of turned it into. Like there's that big rocket ship.
Yes.
I think it's in the early Battlefront 2 game. But that like giant ship that's in the center of all
in the center of like the whole level. Yeah.
So that's not an unusual thing for planet societies to be based off wrecked ships. Now I wouldn't say this is a society. It was more like they said, I think Junk Guild.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool too. All these guilds that they keep on like. I don't know if the term guild was ever used prior to Mandalorian, but they used it specifically for bounty hunters in Mandalorian. I
could be wrong, but I feel like in Rebels, what's the minor guild that they always... I feel like they call them a guild, but you know what I'm talking about? The miners that they always like basically commit terrorist attacks against.
Oh.
Like it's like a union of people that are like the miners and like workers of space that end up also being the ones that are in control of like the ship they take over with the Trandoshan like slavers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, guilds in general just make sense for Star Wars because it helps put a law in place for different types of job occupations, like who's allowed to go do what kind of scrapping, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess at the start of the episode, I was thinking of it more like Indiana Jones, where like you are just a artifact collector and best man standing becomes rich.
Yeah.
That has to be a lucrative job. I can't imagine you can't find expensive stuff in an Imperial starship, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they could sell everything for scraps.
Yeah. That's definitely a lucrative job. Not that it matters.
Yeah. And then Wrecker, they encountered that thing from Solo.
I'm pretty confident.
I don't remember what that thing's called.
The thing that Solo has in The Force Awakens, that him and Chewie are hustling on that ship that Rey and Finn come across. Those things, the things that are eating all those people.
The ones that roll.
They're like meatballs.
Roll. Yeah, they're like meatballs.
Giant freaking meatballs with spaghetti arms that are eating all the pirates.
The one that the Irish dude and the
Club.
other, they're trying to go for. Yeah, it could be the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it looked more like that than our space thing in the
Junkness monster.
I can't remember what it looks like.
I don't remember what it looks like other than the fact that we see the name for sure, but you only see the in the movie in the eyeball and the tentacles.
Yeah, I for anyone who cares, probably not, but I like to collect some Hasbro. I haven't done it in a while, but I remember they showed like that figurine, and it's like below it, it's just like it looks like the bottom of the mop. Like it's just at the like it's a worm, and then at the bottom it goes to a fat like
chunk body, and then tentacles,
and then just like splattered all over. It's just weird. So it didn't look like that. That's why I thought it was the whatever you call him from Force Awakens.
Yeah,
and then Wrecker
goes crazy. You called that. You're like, one of these guys is gonna snap.
I don't remember the initial thing. I think he scratched his head in episode 2, and I think it was after. I don't know what it was. Oh, I think they were fighting Cross-heir. I think, and I think he got shot and he fell. And also the fact that he never had his bloody helmet on, like every time. So I was just like, this guy, he's gonna have brain damage.
Yeah, he's waiting for more brain damage / head injury.
Honestly, I think it took longer than I expected to, because the past 5 episodes now, he's hit his head at least once. So it's like, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only annoying thing, and it's not the show's fault. It's just the fact that it's a kid's show is like you can kind of know the cues that things aren't gonna happen. Like, I know Mega's not gonna die in this. I know there's certain things they can't cross into because of who's it's catering to. Yeah. So it kind of takes it, just personally, it takes me not out of the moment, but I know the stakes aren't fully there when watching.
It's tough too because Clone Wars started like that and Rebels started like that, but the way they ended up being so dark,
a bit darker, yeah.
And I don't know, it just seems weird to you start Clone Wars, and even before season 7 came out, the end of Clone Wars with Maul and all that stuff got very dark. Mm-hmm. Then same thing, you go to Rebels starts the way it ends in season 4, gets pretty dark, and then then Clone Wars season 7 is pretty dark the whole way through, other than the whole Martez sister storyline. And so I don't know, it's just weird. It's why do they keep making animated series start lighthearted then go really dark at the end? And then I enjoy the shows, so don't get me wrong, but it's just a weird thing to keep doing, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's always, I think it's just gonna be that thin line that Disney will always have to cross when it's animated, honestly. Just because it will always cater to 6-year-olds and up.
Oh, for sure.
So my nephews would watch this show probably without their parents caring about it.
Yeah, they'd be completely okay with it.
I mean, the only time during the episode that I was like, oh, was when he grabbed
Hunter by the throat, or Tech
by the throat. Yeah, and I was like, oh boy. But then, it hit me when they were just shooting in the same room back and forth. I was like, nothing's probably going to happen.
No, nobody's going to die here.
Yeah, I also don't even know if they can kill off a character so early on. I don't know if the show would do that now that I think of it.
Yeah.
Just because they have to establish these characters a bit.
Yeah.
And now it also makes me wonder, do you think they will kill them off by the end? Do you think that the show will take that route because of the consistency of how it's leaning more kidsy? Not childish, but...
Kid-friendly.
I
don't know at this point if they will or not. It's also kind of weird that, literally I haven't seen Fennec Shen or Cross-heir.
At all. Yeah.
At all.
We still have a lot of episodes, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just weird that, they haven't, popped back up. Or even, the guy that's in charge of, Crosshair's, unit now that Tarkin, bounced. We haven't even gotten that tease yet, so...
Yeah.
We'll see.
At the start of the show, I was thinking, oh yeah, I could see the end of the show, all of them getting murdered, Rogue One style. Or, worst case scenario, they get, put down, in a lab or something horrible. But I was even thinking as horrible things or morbid things, if there are any kids watching, don't watch this part, they just murder all the, clones in the tubes that are about to be, created, something horrendous like that. But it's I don't feel that now. I don't think they'll ever do that in this show.
Yeah.
Just because, the past 5 single episodes are just very odd. I mean, they did have that one scene where Cross-heir murdered those people.
They did. You're right.
That was pretty dark, actually. I don't know. It's flip-floppy.
Yeah. It goes back and forth, but I guess they can justify it. Kind of.
Yeah. I want to know what you guys think, too. What route do you think it will end up leaning more towards by the end of the finale? Do you think it will be more of a darker route by the story, kind of like some of the later seasons of Clone Wars? Or do you think it'll be Rebels Season 1, Clone Wars Season 1, where it's more Jar Jar funny, Wrecker funny, or are all these guys dead? I want to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Rex is gone for the time being.
Rex is gone. Probably will appear again, and the Empire's been alerted of their presence, so...
Yeah.
Maybe now we'll get a Crosshair pop back up to hunt down the...
Yeah. Does Hunter have the chip? He didn't have a hair cut or anything. Like I saw you called out that some of them had their heads shaved. Or like one of them had their head shaved.
Yeah, I thought Tech, but I couldn't remember. I mean, maybe he does. Maybe they just cut out. Because remember, he's wearing the bandana. Maybe they just shaved like right here. You know what I mean?
It's true.
I don't know. I mean, they all had.
Make it easier for animation. Don't fix the hair. It's
Yeah.
probably already too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for next week.
Me too.
I kind of want more cameos. I like cameos. Not that I need them, but it's always fun.
Yeah, it's fun just because like not too much has happened in the story that's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is definitely the most connective tissue to like where the plot's going.
Yeah,
Except for episode 1.
Yeah.
All right. You good?
Yep, I'm good.
Well, guys, if you made it this far, make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment about what we were kind of talking about during this discussion, what you thought of today's episode. Who would you like to see as a cameo pop up in this show as well? And for the time being, guys, we will see you next week for Bad Batch. Punch it!
Bow!